Maisie, get up! Terry! Come on, get up, eh? Terry!
Do you think he wants to become a member?
Don't stare over. And if any of that lot are hanging around the school again with the leaflets, you just ignore them.
Don't worry, I will. Oh, Mum, can I stay at Chantel's tonight?
No, you've got school in the morning.
You always let Beth stay out when she's got college.
Yeah, well, that's different because Beth's older than you.
It's not fair. You let Beth stay at Chris's all the time.
Why do you always assume she stays at Chris's?
Because she's always there. See ya.
Rachel, have you ever noticed anything unusual about Chris?
Depends what you mean by unusual.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you ever noticed anything strange about her? Has Beth ever said anything to you about her?
Why should she? It's none of my business.
What's none of your business?
I'm going to be late.
You know something, don't you?
About what?
About our Beth and that Chris.
I promised her I won't say anything. Look, Mum, I'm late.
It's all right, Lou. I knew anyway.
I'll have to go.
OK, see you later.
You seen anyone come out of there this morning?
No, it's probably a bit early for them. When are you going to get rid of them?
Today. There you are. Thanks.
Charm, you don't mind me bringing Josh, do you? It's only Ron had to open the shop up this morning.
Of course not.
This is what us working mums have to do. Should get onto you and Pat to open a creche. I don't think it's much for an employee to ask.
That's something we'll have to think about.
See ya.
Bye.
Hiya.
How did the test go on Friday? I'm really glad you went.
Look, Dee Dee, I don't want you to kick off, but I didn't go.
You didn't go? Why not?
There's no point.
What do you think you're playing at, messing everyone around like this?
Look, I didn't want to go, and that's the end of it.
Well, this tells me one thing. This tells me he's all Mike's. Why else wouldn't you go? Too scared of finding out the truth?
I know the truth.
Do you? Well, let me tell you, unless you go for those tests, you'll never really know.
I'm knackered. Have you seen my jeans?
It can't be that far away.
It's like living in a shoebox.
Do you think your Mum and Dad will marry Rebecca one night this week? It'll do us good to get out together and have a drink.
Yeah, if you like.
Oh, what's it like in that club round the corner?
Small. It's all right.
And did you just go there with that Mike the other night?
Yeah.
See, being married doesn't mean we both still can't go out and enjoy ourselves, does it?
No, of course not.
As long as we trust one another, it's the most important thing.
Yeah.
I'm glad things seem to be working out for us.
You should get yourself out with your old mates more and all.
I promised your Mum we'll start going to aerobics with her.
That sounds exciting.
You should be glad to get on with your Mum, because people can't stand their in-laws.
Suppose so.
We're glad when we get a place of our own, though. And they've just gone squashing here forever.
I wouldn't hold me breath. It's hard getting a flat these days, and this job's only temporary.
I might phone up the council today, see how you get on the waiting list. Your Mum was telling me she's heard about people getting places dead quick.
Come in.
I'm getting off now. Rosie's just taking Rebecca round to the shops with her.
Any chance of a lift out? I'm going to be late otherwise.
What? No chance. Not being seen giving lifts to a scab.
What are you going on about? There's not even a strike.
Wouldn't make any difference to you if there was. You've still got scab mentality. Dismantling your own dad's factory.
So are you saying that I should pack it in then? How would I support me wife and kid then?
Stop trying to be clever, eh?
You're the only one who's making a big fuss about all of this. Nobody else, apart from your mate Joey, has even said anything to me.
That's because most of them are just kids like you. They've never known a Labour government. They don't know any difference. See you, Sarah, love. Still he's a boy with politics at this time in the morning.
Don't worry. I'm used to it by now.
So you're not going to give us a lift then?
What do you think, Sonny Jimbo? Oh, it's you. Thought I could smell the shaking vac.
Very funny. Eh? What you make of his new haircut?
I know, I've just been saying it knocks ears off him.
You sure?
I think I made quite a good job of it, considering the scissors were blunt. All I needed to do was lose a few pounds. No one will recognise them.
If you've quite finished talking about me like I'm not here. Anyway, you got enough jobs to do, haven't you, without turning me into some kind of male model?
Some chance.
I reckon the Farnham should be giving me danger money, working next door to DJ.
What's she been saying now?
Well, I told her I didn't go for the test. She started kicking off on me.
Yeah, well, you can't really blame her, can you, love? I mean, he did lead us all up the garden path.
Whose side are you on?
I'm on my own side. You're not the only one on Dee Dee's hit list, you know. I'm persecuted and all. And don't forget, it was my money that you wasted when you suddenly just changed your mind at the last minute.
And what you care about most? Me and Josh's happiness or the money?
Bev, don't ask daft questions, love. I just hope that if we all went through with it, then we could shut Dee Dee up once and for all.
Well, I don't want to put Josh through all that. Why should he be the one to suffer? He's done nothing wrong. He's happy the way things are.
Hi.
Hi.
Mwah. I'm sorry I didn't come home last night. I went out for a drink with Chris and ended up staying on the couch. I've got a lecture this afternoon, so I've just got time to have a quick bath and get changed. Where are those books I left on the unit?
I'll put them up in your room.
All right, thanks. Do you want to come with tea?
No, thanks.
Guess what?
What?
Chris has asked me if I want to go away with her in the summer holidays. Be all right with you, won't it?
How long for?
Well, we don't know yet. We've got to arrange it all.
Where do you plan on going?
All over Europe.
Well, how do you plan to afford that? It'll cost a fortune.
No, well, it won't be that expensive. We'll just be staying in hostels and that. And Chris said she'll loan me the money if I'm short.
Well, you don't want to go getting yourself into debt.
No, there's no rush to pay her back.
Beth, about Chris.
What?
Well, the thing is, do you think it's safe for two young girls to travel around Europe on their own?
Mum, of course it will. Everybody does it. And don't worry, I'll be with Chris. You know how sensible she is. I'll be in good hands, won't I? I'll just go and run my bath.
So what sort of food will you have in this restaurant of yours?
I don't know, we haven't decided on the menu yet.
Greek's my favourite. You ask for beef and they give you the whole cab.
All right, Max.
Just popped in to go over the brewery details.
Yeah, well, never mind that. I want you to get on the phone to this Kenny Maguire fella. Tell him to meet us down at the side of the Savvy.
Why?
Well, why do you think, Max? So we can get our money back?
No, Barry, no, I don't think that's very wise. This Maguire man is dangerous. Who knows what he's capable of? He's a gangster.
He likes to think he is, but I've been doing a bit of research on him. Turns out he's just some dickhead. Some jumped-up little loan shark who's got too big for his boots.
All the same, I prefer not to get on the wrong side of him.
You just leave him to me.
Kenny Maguire. Oh, hello, Mr. Farnham. What can I do for you? I'm sorry, Mr. Farnham. I'm afraid that's impossible today.
Says he can't make it.
Tell him he's got no choice.
Well, I'm very sorry, but today is the only convenient day for my partner.
Tell him the deal's off, then.
I can't say that.
Say it.
Well, in that case, Mr. Maguire, I'm afraid we're going to have to call our deal off.
Who do you think you are? That deal, as you call it, can be terminated by me and me only.
I'm sorry, but you've left us with no other option.
All right. All right. Right, we'll play it your way. I'll see you up there in about half an hour, and this better be worth it.
Beth, I need to talk to you.
What about?
This is very difficult for me. I know about you and Chris.
No, what?
You know very well what I'm talking about. I know what's been going on. I saw you both kissing at the club the other night. I mean, why didn't you ever tell me?
Well, why'd you think? What do you mean that you saw us? How did you find out?
Oh, who's that?
Afternoon, Mrs. Jordache. You're looking particularly attractive today. I like your hair.
Look, this isn't a very good time. If you want your money, you're going to have to come back tomorrow.
I'm afraid that won't be convenient.
Well, that's hard luck because now isn't convenient for me.
Well, you weren't spying on us, were you? Well, someone must have told you.
It's not important.
Well, it may not be to you, but it is to me. I want to know who I can and can't trust. Who was it? Was it Rachel or Sinbad?
How many others know? I mean, why didn't you ever tell me? I didn't think we had any secrets. Now, I want some answers.
Just seen that fella in his big flash car. Looked like he had a right cob on.
What are you doing home?
I forgot my chemistry homework. I get detention if it's not handed in by this afternoon.
Better go and get dressed.
I'm not happy about this at all.
Do you want to get that money back or not?
Yeah, of course I do, but I'm...
But nothing. There's only one way of dealing with the likes of Maguire, and that's to give him a taste of his own medicine.
I don't want any violence.
Don't worry, Max, I won't be harming a hair on my head.
Well, what then?
Well, I'll just be warning him off, having a word with him, that's all. Now, look, you get down the site, I'll be right behind you.
Well, you better had me, because I don't want to be left with him on my own like a sitting duck.
Look, I told you in a couple of minutes, all right? Cross my heart, hope to die.
Morning.
Hey, I need a word with you.
Sorry, I've got to get over to work.
Why wouldn't you answer the door to me this morning?
Sorry, were you knocking? I mustn't have heard you.
Look, this is your final warning. I want you out of there today.
What's with all the sudden urgency?
Because it's mine legally now. Contracts have been signed and exchanged.
You don't seem to realise we're not talking about any old house here. We're talking about our place of worship. We have an emotional attachment to it.
You're going to have an emotional attachment to the end of my fist in a minute. Now, I want you out the house today.
You make it sound so simple. Where would we go?
Well, don't say you haven't been warned.
I realise this must be very difficult for you to comprehend, but the fact of the matter is, Jesus wants us to stay in that house, and there's nothing you can say or do to change that. Do it again if it makes you feel any bigger. You can hit me as hard as you like. You'll never break my faith. You'll never get rid of us. We've got God on our side.
Right, you nutter. That's it.
Look, love, I'm sorry if I upset you before. Well, what did you expect?
Just fed up with people trying to interfere with our lives all the time.
Yeah, well, you know Dee Dee, don't you? She doesn't give up easily.
Yeah, well, she's going to have to eventually because I'm not having those tests.
Well, that's it then, isn't it? Nothing Dee Dee can do about it.
You do understand, don't you?
I just want you to be happy, that's all. OK. Look, I've got to nip down the cash and carry. If I'm not back by the time Jackie finishes, we'll keep an eye on the shop for us.
Yeah, all right.
Good girl. See you after. Jack, I'm just nipping down the cash and carry, love. Bev says you keep an eye on the place if I'm not back by the time you knock off.
All right, then. See you around. Is everything all right?
Oh, I could murder Dee Dee sometimes. Why can't you just leave us in peace?
Is Ron okay?
Yeah, I just wish I didn't have to lie to him about these stupid tests. I can't tell him I really went. What if Josh does turn out to be Mike's? What am I going to do then?
Well, it doesn't matter, does it? Because this way you'll be the only one to find out. So even if the worst does come to the worst, Ron need never know.
Had an accident?
Well, what's it look like?
Maybe it was a sign from God. You were trying to break into his house after all.
This is my house.
It was quite bad, that. Let's have a look.
Look, just get off, eh? I don't know what you're looking to smug for. I'll be back.
What's going on?
Mr. Maguire, glad you could make it.
Well, according to you, I didn't have a choice. I don't like being threatened.
No threats were intended, it's just my partner can be a little impulsive.
So what's with all the urgency? What's so important it couldn't wait until tomorrow?
I think we better wait for my partner. Let him explain.
Do you mean he's not here yet?
He'll be here any second, a couple of minutes, he said.
Well, he better had be, because I've had a bad enough day as it is. I could do without all this.
Don't worry, he'll definitely be here.
Well, it better be something very urgent, because I'm not in the mood for taking any crap.
tell Mum about me and Chris?
No, honest.
Well, somebody must have told her.
Well, it wasn't me.
Mum, remember I'm going to Chantal's after school.
Well, make sure you're back by 9.
I will. See ya.
Well, then?
Well, then what?
When did all this start?
I don't know. A few months ago.
Why, Beth?
Well, why do you think?
Well, I don't know. I don't know why you've suddenly turned this way. I mean, you never used to be like this. You've had boyfriends. I mean, what sort of things are they teaching you at university?
You don't understand.
Oh, no, I don't. I don't think I want to.
Well, if that's your attitude.
Well, how do you expect me to react?
I thought you might try and understand.
Oh, and I think about all the time she's had the cheek to come around here. I mean, I used to think she was so nice. I felt safe knowing you were with her, and all the time she's...
But don't go blaming Chris. You didn't force me to go out with her.
Well, it's got to stop, Beth.
It's got nothing to do with you.
For God's sake, apart from anything else, the woman's your teacher.
Mum, I'm not in the infants anymore.
Can't you see? It's not right. I know you've had a hard time, but this isn't the answer.
You can say whatever you like, but it isn't going to change the way I feel.
Beth!
What happened?
Oh, it's just a little cut. It's nothing serious. It looks worse than it is.
Let me see. How did you do it?
I just caught it on a net. Ow!
You'll have to go to hospital.
I can't. I should have been at a meeting 20 minutes ago.
Your meeting can wait.
It can't wait.
Well, you won't be able to drive. There's blood everywhere.
Yeah, well, I'll manage, all right.
Well, let me drive at least, and then I'm taking you straight to hospital.
If you insist. But come on, we better get going now.
Can't you just phone whoever it is you're meeting and explain what's happened?
It's not as simple as that. Come on, I'll explain to you on the way.
Hiya.
All right. Thanks very much, Dad.
What for?
Driving past me before.
I'm sorry, I mustn't have seen you.
It's miles from that bus stop and all.
Well, look on the bright side, lad. The exercise will do you good.
I phoned up the housing today. They said all we've got to do is go down and put our names on the list.
Yeah? Then wait 10 years.
Oh, it's worth giving it a go. Well, I was thinking we could go now before they close.
I've only just got in from work.
Well, the sooner you get yourself on the list, the sooner you'll have a place of your own.
Dad's right. There's no time like the present.
And you can leave Rebecca there with me.
Oh, don't you mind?
No, she's no trouble. She's made up playing in the back. Better get a move on, lad, if you want to get there before they shut.
Yeah, all right.
I can't think what could have happened to him. I don't like people who waste my time or tell me what to do or where to be. I realise how inconvenient this must be for you, Mr. Maguire. I am terribly sorry. Let me offer you another coffee. It's the least I can do. I didn't come here to spend the afternoon drinking coffee. I just hope he hasn't had an accident along the way. Well, I hope for his sake that he has. And he'd better be serious. Because no other excuse is good enough. Here he is now. About time and all. He better have his excuses ready, that's all I can say. Well, I think you should be the one getting your excuses ready. You what?
Listen, Maguire, I don't like you, and I'm not scared to say it.
Oh, gone all brave, have you? Now your mate's here to hold your hand.
No, I can stand up for myself, thank you very much. Your sort doesn't scare me. Is Barry with you?
I'm afraid he's been a little delayed.
Delayed?
What were you saying, Mr. Farnham?
How many sugars do you take in your coffee?
Stick your coffee. You've wasted enough of my time.
You've waited this long. A few more minutes won't make any difference.
Do you mind keeping out of this, love? It's business.
I'm sure Max wouldn't mind if I stayed, would you, Max?
No, absolutely no. Not. After all, we are all family here.
That's settled then. So, do you take milk and sugar, Mr. Maguire?
Oh, I really you two off.
just on our way to the house and to put our names down on the waiting list for a flat.
Oh, right, so you're looking for a place of your own, then?
Yeah, your Rosie's been great, but we can't stay there forever.
There's loads of empty houses by us, you know. They're just all boarded up, and they're nice houses and all 3 bedrooms and an upstairs bathroom. It'd be lovely if they were done up.
I don't know whether we'll get a house.
Some of the ones by us have been empty for donkey's years. They're just being left for the kids to wreck. And they go on about there being housing shortages.
No, yeah. I'll just go into the pizza place, get some change for the bus. I'll see you, Mo.
Yeah, see you, Sarah, love. So did you enjoy yourself in the club the other night?
Yeah, it was all right.
You seem to be enjoying yourself very much tonight. Who was that girl you left with?
What girl?
The one I saw you necking the gob off out here.
What?
She must have been all of 15. Don't stand there looking all innocent, I saw you.
Look, Mo, I know I was out of order, but I was drunk. It was just a kiss, nothing else. You know what it's like.
Oh, too right I do. But I'm warning you, Carl. You ever thought for 1 minute you were messing Sarah about?
I'm not messing her about.
Yeah, well, you better not be, because if you were, I wouldn't have second thoughts about blowing you up.
Still haven't had a letter from him, you know. The only thing I ever get from the postman's bills. Just wish he'd write to me. I mean, 1 letter. Not much to ask for, is it? Just feels like a real slap in the face after everything I've put up with.
Hiya, Jack.
Oh, what you doing? How are you? Not too bad, you know.
Have I got a welly on my head or something? Did you see the look she gave me then? Stupid cow, who does she think she is? Do you know what? If the baby is Ron's, I'm going to have the results blown up and billboarded over there so she has to look at them every day.
Did you get the results?
Sometime next week.
Did you have to go down the hospital for them or what?
No, it's a private place. That's why Ron was kicking off about the cost. They get sent to the person who paid for them.
What? So they get sent to Ron?
Oh, sugar.
Hadn't you thought about that?
Why am I such a mess? Oh, Jack, what am I going to do?
Right. Enough of all this. You've wasted enough of my time. Hey, love, do you mind leaving us alone? We've got some private business to discuss, haven't we, Mr. Farnham?
I'd prefer to stay.
Yeah? Well, I'd prefer it if you left. What the... What the hell are you doing?
Don't believe we've ever met.
My part.
Name's Barry Grant. I believe you owe me £2 grand.
What are you doing with that thing?
You made a bit of a mess here a couple of weeks ago. It's not nice when strangers vandalise your property, is it?
No!
It's a pity you never took out a protection policy for yourself, eh?